和你对决，在绝城之巅，战役不言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。去秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅，战役不言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。去秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅，战役不言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点 醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。去秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。 险，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。去九天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。九天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。 欢喜，早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。
战绝成本草银耳，野生的菌种所驯化，机制选用12种以上的严选中药材，采用高山无污染矿泉水培育，几十年匠心坚守，本草银耳终于绽放开来。肾乃先天之根本，久思劳神之事最为伤肾。肾源再生丸传承1800年，遵循古法的前提下，结合现代科技的萃取技术，精选9种补物，相辅相成，抗疲劳，养精神，创造更好的健康生活。山谷、幽林、高山，生态之地能出好茶。福鼎老白茶已有1000年历史，选用1级寿眉，味厚爽，香鲜醇，茶汤温润，滤去浮躁，让更好的福鼎白茶走向世界。匠心之作，手工传承，战绝成足银韵香书，整体是用足银打造而成，精美的图案，优雅的外形，每一次梳理都是对美好时光的珍藏。银在《本草纲目》中具有安五脏、定心神等功效。战绝成足银工艺杯，内胆是用足银为原材料，采用宫廷传统工艺和高科技手段精制而成。精美的图案，大方的造型，愿您在品茶的同时享受健康生活。菌菇，营养之王，战绝成7珍菌汤包，选用优质菌种，精心培育，汤浓味美，唇齿留香，带给您无限的美食享受。健康来自自然，每一口杀鸡汁都像是在拥抱着大自然，令人感到无处不在的生命， 战绝成杀机之为您呈现纯天然健康之选。
强者磨练强者，一场针锋相对的大战将在今夜上演。打法凶猛强悍的战斗机李洪基将面对来势汹汹的吉尔吉斯斯坦高手马克哈马特扬诺夫多斯顿别克，与刘永强再次无畏出征，遭遇来自美国的冠军选手午夜达科塔。首先，精彩的4人新锐赛将为今晚的对决拉开帷幕。强者不斩无名之辈 ，JCK 绝城之夜 N94 即将开启强者猎杀之战。
Fight fans, welcome back to Shanxi, China for JCK Fight Night 94. An exciting night of action awaits you tonight here at the JCK International Fight Center. Kyrgyzstan's Dostonbek takes on China's Hongji in tonight's main event.
Here we have a look at the young phenom Hongji, who's fighting in tonight's main event. He's fighting this man, Kyrgyzstan, Dostonbek, who's making his JCK debut tonight.
Looking now at the matchups graphic for tonight's headliner. JCK fans are all familiar with veteran Hongji, an exciting fighter. Win or lose, expect him to push the pace and look to finish the fight on the feet. His opponent tonight, Kyrgyzstan's Dostonbek, is a national kickboxing champion in his homeland with 3 years his belt before his MMA journey even began. We expect a tough fight out of Dostonbek tonight. I'm Vaughn Anderson.
And I'm Woody Potiter.
And we are thrilled to be joining you here for JCK Fight Night 94. Woody, this card is stacked with a ton of great fights.
That's right, Vaughn. And in the co-main event, we have America's Dakota Hope going against the pride of China, Yongqiang. And we have the potential fight of the night between Yang Zhaoxi going up against Yang Guoqu.
Let's get the action started in style. Here is your master of ceremonies, Yang Guang.
Thanks, Vaughn. Thanks, Woody. 所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。格斗中心与您见面，我是杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络经纪有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际经济技术合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港联合国际知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的 JCK 绝城之夜 N94 的激烈的比赛交锋。那么同时呢，今天晚上的比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 以及格斗迷还有虎牙直播的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢12道、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及飞德士对今天晚上比赛的大力支持。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛银量级的交锋，战斗机李洪基对阵马克哈马特亚诺夫 Dostonbek， 正赛方面，羽量级的对决，刘永强对阵午夜达科塔；雏量级，特丹让俄对阵来自于伊朗的穆罕默德·里萨。复赛方面，轻量级的交锋，双头蛇杨国旭对阵杨昭旭；轻量级，刘梦阳大战麦麦提卡日阿帕尔。同时，银量级4人新锐赛首轮 A 组方面，托列巴和提江对阵张连航 ；B 组，杨健康对阵叶德里穆黑亚提。在此也诚挚的邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战决城龙斗终极冠军赛，必是世界综合格斗的新浪潮。再次非常开心能够和现场以及屏幕前的诸位共同和见证，引领这股新的浪潮。接下来我们初开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。
JCK 战决城比赛规则及打分逻辑。JCK 战决城常规比赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟。JCK 战决城4人赛，初赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击半放开。决赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 决城之夜，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 战决城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛，每场比赛5回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。普通比赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛将由3位判分裁判员进行打分。JCK 战决城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛将由5位裁判员进行打分。肘击禁止使用由天12点至地6点由前向后的拉肘攻击，半放开，不允许击打头部。JCK 战决城打分逻辑，MMA 比赛的打分逻辑是以结果为导向，采用减分制原则，每回合获胜方得10分，对方得9分或更少。打分权重，以选手的技术表现作为评估标准，有效打击、有效缠斗、积极的进攻和局面的控制，重击的权重优于摔跤和控制。
And there we see his opponent, Tolle Bahatijan, This Xinjiang native is 20 years old and has a wrestling base, training at Tuowu Fight Club in Zhongshan under the leadership of Peng Xie-wen. They have a very strong spirit there too, but they also have very well-rounded MMA knowledge. Tolle did an amazing job in his fight when he last fought here in JCK a month ago. He won a third-round TKO body shot finish over the very tough Yishi Chilie. Tolle has great top control and is quite scrappy. He doesn't mind to stand and trade on the feet either. It's very easy to look at him and assume he is out of shape, but he moves very fast and maintains a high work rate despite the extra weight that he's carrying around the middle. I've grown to like this kid more and more. He brings action and he's really a nice surprise if you consider when you look at him. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Tolle definitely the most experienced in this four-man tournament, but still just 20 years of age. A huge future awaits this young potential superstar. Let's see how he does.
And his coach is very well respected and has high hopes for him.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, we see both fighters just 20 years of age. A slight reach advantage favors Jiang.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银两级私人新锐赛首轮 A 组的比赛争夺，蓝方选手身高169公分，臂展168厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄20岁，来自于北京方正自由人搏击俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手行者郑连汉。本场比赛，红方选手身高164公分，臂展160厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄20岁，来自于中山拓武格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩9战7胜2负 ，JCK 战决城战绩2战全胜。他就是来自于中国的红方选手托列巴赫提夏。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Judge, time. Unit, fight!
Zhang in the blue and Tolle in the red. Tolle switching immediately to southpaw stance.
Cautious start from both fighters. There's a hard overhand from Jiang.
Yeah, Tolle's coach is in the hospital. He had an operation on his shoulder, but we phoned him and he told us that Tolle is his first student from the beginning. Since he opened his gym, Tolle has been with him, and he thinks this kid's gonna go a far way, a long, long way in this industry. There, Tolle going with the body shot.
Tolle switching stances again. Now he's in orthodox stance.
Nice 1-2 by Zhang. Not finding home though.
Tolle switching back to southpaw here.
Tolle's defense a little bit unorthodox, but so far he's managed to avoid most of the strikes. Oh, he gets through with a left cross and a short right hook of his own there.
Tolle working to work the midsection there with a left kick.
It's really interesting if you look at them fight. Both these guys from wrestling heavy teams, and one and a half minutes in, it's all on the feet. Remember folks, these four-man tournaments are only 3 minutes per round, not 5 minutes, because they'll be fighting again. Whoever wins this fight will fight later
tonight against the winner of the next bout. Oh, nice fake and right cross.
Both fighters turning on the action there, swapping bombs. Connecting again at the center of the cage.
Tolle eating some punches, but throwing back. Oh, nice 1-2 from Tolle.
Tolle looking to close the distance. Zhang shoves off that body lock. Beautiful uppercut there from Tolle.
Both of these guys have been hit, but they're not really showing any reaction after they get hit, not being stunned, wobbling.
Another uppercut attempt there by Tolle.
I like how Tolle switches stances the whole time, making it difficult for Zhang to get a read on him and find a nice distance.
I noticed that too, but I gotta say, it might help his defense, but I haven't really seen many substantial attacks from that southpaw stance. Fake sound.
Maybe he's a fake orthodox.
They clinch just as the bell sounds. I understand the envy. Orthodox fighters all want to be southpaw, but you're either born with it or you're not.
Coming from the words of a southpaw.
Some of the action from that first round. Zhang on the attack here.
Very close round, hard to score, nothing significant happening in that round.
I don't know. I think probably the way the judges will see it is they'll give a slight edge to Zhang. What do you think?
I would say the same. I think he was working a little bit more, but most of his punches were not finding home anyway. Maybe Tolle actually landed on Zhang more. Hard to say. I'm happy I'm a commentator, not a ref, Owen. Folks at home, if you joined here, this is JCK Fight Night 94. Fight! This is the first fight of the night. Round 2, Zhang in the blue corner and Tolle in the red.
Tolle starting this round in the orthodox stance. A beautiful uppercut attempt there. He knows what he wants to do. He's thrown that uppercut a few times. I think what he's looking for is he's looking for a reaction as though he's shooting a double leg. And when Zhang ducks his head down, if he times it right, he's going to eat a hell of a powerful uppercut. Look, there's blood coming out of the nose of Zhang already. Beautiful flurry from Tolle. They engage here on the feet, and they disengage. Tolle with a beautiful 1-2, a nice counter though from Zhang.
Yeah, Zhang not holding back, immediately throwing back. A heavy right cross. Feels like Zhang is starting to find his range, just standing right outside of the reach of Tolle.
Zhang looking for that.
Oh, nice right cross from Zhang. Another one. Works the body.
Another stiff jab from Zhang. It seems that Tolle has abandoned that southpaw attempt, staying exclusively in the orthodox stance so far in the second round. Oh, beautifully timed.
Nice run
takedown. Tolle, no resistance at all. Tolle now on top, inside the closed guard of Zhang Lianhang.
Zhang keeping that guard up high, holding Tolle's head, not giving him too much space to enforce some ground and pound. Now we see Tolle. He maintains the position, standing up, looking for some more punches. He's got to be careful for the triangle there. Stands up. Nice 1-2 from Tolle. Beautiful.
Another takedown at the end of the round. We'll see a third round after a short rest.
Tolle very good there. Caught that kick and punched right through and got the takedown.
It started off as Zhang's round, but Tolle maybe stole that round. Would you agree?
Yeah, Tolle had the takedown.
жақсы тұрып жатсың енді енді шығамыздағы шығамыз е.
And don't forget, we saw the blood coming out of Zhang's nose. Round 3. Surely you must be thinking, if you're on both these corners, that this round will be the deciding factor.
With these one-night tournaments, we always hear the same story from the fighters. They want to win, but they want to leave the cage as fresh as possible, with as little damage as possible, so that they can carry on into the finals healthy. Now, I think it's 1 round apiece for both these fighters. That means this round is make it or break it. Whoever wins this round, I believe, will advance to the finals later on tonight.
You know, I agree with you, but about 4-man tournaments, sometimes I feel like these old school 4-man one-night tournaments or 8-man one-night tournaments, sometimes it separates the fighters from the athlete, and it's just the fighters who just love fighting and just go in there, don't think too much, do whatever you must, just get to the next round. And when you get there, well, we'll figure out once we get to cross this bridge. When we get there, we'll make a new plan.
These one-night tournaments are fantastic. We've seen in the past fighters win, but then they're too injured. In their victory, they hurt themselves too much, and then the loser of the opening round gets to advance because the winner is not healthy enough, and they even end up winning sometimes. It's so exciting.
Exactly, and that's sometimes, I mean, I'm making a generalization, but I feel like the differentiating factor is that the fighter is just going to go out there and tough it out no matter what, and the athlete will try to be smart and find the best routes and game plan to not get injured.
Tolle gets the takedown again. He's on top now.
He does
Beautiful
have a
body-head combo.
You know, we spoke about it. He does have a lot more experience, and he's doing the right thing here, fighting very smart. Not going to take a lot of damage inside somebody else's close guard. Staying active. And don't forget, he scored that 3rd round victory in his last fight, where he had that body shot and took out Yedeli. And Yedeli in that specific fight, I thought was the favorite to win it.
I did too. Tolle working the body with elbows now. Just 26 seconds away from what I believe should be a Tolle win. Let's see how the final few seconds of this fight plays out. Zhang back to his feet. Both fighters swapping bombs there.
Beautiful. Wow, points down and throws bombs. Throwing big overhands as Tolle drops his head. Throws some bombs.
We'll go to the judges' scorecards to see who advances to the finals later tonight.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 1 29-28； 2号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 2 29-28； 3号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 3 29-28。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定，红方胜。感谢2位。接下来马上开启今天晚上 JCK 战决城4人新锐赛首轮 B 组的比赛争夺。
It's time now for opening round B of our one-night, four-man flyweight tournament. Making his way now to the cage from the blue corner, Yedeli Muheiyati, hailing from the Xinjiang region in northwestern China. This 22-year-old now lives and trains in Beijing at Black Tiger Fight Club. Yedeli took the 2023 National MMA Championship. Then in 2024, he was second in those same National MMA Games as a pro. He's 0-2, but fought more experienced opponents, never finished, taking both opponents to a decision. His opponent tonight also has more experience than Yedeli. Yedeli looking to use his boxing base to add his first pro win to his record tonight. Black Tiger, where Yedeli trains, is full of talent. Let's see how much he's improved tonight under the guidance of those training partners and coaches in Beijing.
Yeah, Yedeli has a really cool energy around him, very confident, very well respected, speaks well, acts well. We saw him in the training room. He moves well in training, and actually he trained with the Chinese commentator Liu Tong quite a bit, and Liu Tong said he believes he might be the man to win the whole four-man tournament. And there is his opponent, Jiankang. This 19-year-old is officially 0-0, making his debut here in JCK. That's also his professional debut. We know very, very little about him. I had to track him down and get him to sit and talk to me for a bit. He's been training MMA for only 2 years. During this time, he did some other fights. He had 2 kickboxing fights and 5 MMA fights. Both the kickboxing fights he won with finishes. The first one he won with a spinning back fist, and the second one with a knee to the body. Then his 5 amateur amateur MMA fights, he won 2 of them and lost 3. The losses were 2 submissions, both rear naked chokes. Oh, sorry, 1 rear naked choke and 1 armbar. But he also finished his opponents with elbows to the face. I asked him, you did an amateur fight, were they allowed elbows to the face? He's like, yeah, that was part of that show. So he's definitely fought in some wild shows, and for a 19-year-old kid, let's see how he can perform tonight. He told me he definitely prefers to keep it on the feet.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see that Yang at 19 is the youngest fighter on the card tonight.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银两级4人新锐赛首轮 B 组的比赛争夺。南方选手身高179公分，臂展178厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄22岁，来自于著名的北京黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩2战揭幕。那么今天晚上他的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的南方选手Yedeli Muheiyati。本 本场比赛，红方选手身高169公分，臂展168厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄19岁，来自于成都阿修罗拳王战队 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩5战4胜1负。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是安妮人杨健康。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Judge, hi, ready, fight!
Yedeli in the blue corner and Young in the red. Immediately they kick off with exchanging jabs. Fast jabs from Yedeli, and he switches stances.
Great start for both.
Oh,
beautiful
jumping knee
from Yedeli. Both fighters swapping low kicks now.
Another knee from Yedeli.
Yang charging forward. He needs to be careful not to eat one of those powerful jumping knees again.
Yedeli very elusive. Nice.
Beautiful
kick to the head, kick to the body.
Beautiful stiff cross from the southpaw stance for Yedeli.
Yedeli is very, very fast, and his knees, he's got a really good flexibility in his hips, and he can bring that knee up to the face so naturally. Keeping the range, tracing stances.
Oh, a beautiful high kick there from Yedeli. Finds the small opening in Yang's guard. Scoring with a vicious head kick there. Yang answers. Oh, he liver stops!
The liver stops! It's over!
Boom! The southpaw Yedeli finishes the fight easily in the first round with a beautiful liver kick to the body.
Well done, this kid. Very impressive performance by Yedeli. Maybe Liu Tong was right. This kid might have what it takes. And Tolle has a good challenge later tonight.
He is totally fresh now. Didn't break a sweat. Going into the finals later to fight Tolle. I think that is going to be a tough fight for Tolle, but we'll see how it goes.
Let's look at that. He catches him with a head kick earlier, and then this is it.
Wham.
Boom. Right on the liver.
Immediately drops with agonizing pain from a perfectly placed kick to the liver. Fantastic work from southpaw Yedeli. Yang back to his feet. He'll be okay, but man.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则赢量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的蓝方选手叶德利穆黑亚提第一回合1分13秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by technical knockout. 接下来的时间，共同开启我们今天晚上复赛环节的比赛交锋。
Now it's time for the third fight of the evening. This is a lightweight fight, making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, the one they call Volcano Superman, Maimaitikari Apar, hailing from Xinjiang in the northwest region of China. He has a kickboxing base and he now lives and trains in Dongguan in southwest China, where he trains at Volcano Fight Club. Power fought in a 4-man tournament in August, losing a decision in the semifinal. He's back to try again in this match, only having trained for 6 months now. That means in August, when he fought in the 4-man, he had only 4 months of training under his belt. Only having trained MMA for 6 months total now, the whole 6 months have been exclusively in Dongguan at Volcano MMA, which is run by Umbo Fight Club veterans. Power is planning to mix it up with boxing and wrestling in tonight's fight, looking for the win. Power respects the striking of his opponent, Mengyang, but believes the best chance of winning will come after he grounds Liu. Volcano MMA has some tough fighters, great training environment there in Dongguan. Let's see what Power brings to the cage tonight. Xinjiang is at the top, northwest of the country. Dongguan, of course, the southwest of the country, far away from home, chasing his dreams.
There we see his opponent, calm and collected, super confident. Liu Mengyang, only 21 years old. This kickboxer is still a very young and inexperienced MMA fighter with only 1 recorded fight, which we saw right here in JCK against Tai Weihao on June 28th earlier this year. He finished his opponent in 4 minutes and 17 seconds of the very first round. It started with a great right hand, followed by some ground and pound. He has a very strong striking base. Hard to guess at his grappling level right now because we've not seen anything. But will his grappling and his wrestling be tested tonight? Will we get to see how well-rounded his MMA game is? Or will the striker and his opponent, who's also a striker, choose to keep it on the feet? That remains to be seen.
Fantastic.
And both these guys are really tall, 183 and 180. They're tall lightweights, lanky, strong, and people underestimate, for folks watching overseas who are not familiar with the region, China has very high level striking. If someone is a professional kickboxer and has some kickboxing accolades, it really translates well.
One observation that I can share from my time here in China is that most Chinese strikers have a sanda base. Sanda is a Chinese striking system that incorporates takedowns and takedown defense. I believe this is the best striking style for MMA, as it allows fighters to stop the takedown, keep the fight on the feet, and use their striking skills to the best of their advantage. Two tall lightweights, and we see the tail of the tape. Liu Mengyang enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高180公分，臂展178厘米，体重71.20公斤，年龄22岁，来自于东莞火山格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩3战1胜2负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1负，他就是火山超人。 Maimaitikari本场比赛，红方选手身高183公分，臂展184厘米，体重71.30公斤，年龄21岁，来自于著名的顺远搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜。掌声送给刘梦阳。本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
Upper in the blue corner and Liu in the red. Nice lead outside kick from Liu.
This time it's Liu Mengyang in the southpaw stance. We saw the devastation. My bad. It's Apar in the southpaw stance.
So you're voting for the southpaw as always?
I think I'm gonna go with the southpaw for a change.
All right, let's go, Leo. Actually, both these guys, I believe, have it within their ability to finish the fight. Any moment, we saw Apar land a nice kick through into the body on the liver. We just saw success of a nice liver kick.
During the walkout, I mentioned that Apar is training at Volcano Fight Club in Dongguan. The coaching staff, the guys who run the gym are extremely young, but they've done a good job so far of getting up-and-comers, at least no champions yet, but they've got some really tough fighters. They have a very, you know, I imagine, I've never been there, but they must have a very aggressive training style. All their fighters bring the fight to the cage, at least the ones that we've seen.
And you know, we talked about it, there's so many strong teams, but there are a few that really stand out. You got Sun King, you got Long Yu, Umbo. Well, it was Wu Chunjie, but Umbo. And then we spoke to one of the fighters, I don't want to say his name, but he told us he believes the best training right now in China is at Umbo. They have a very, very good facility, lots of different coaches, and they keep changing the coaches, so you get so much exposure as a fighter.
Apar flies in with the left hand, closes the distance. Now he's got Leo pressed against the cage wall, looking to take this fight to the ground perhaps. Apar switching the strategy up.
Leo grabbed the fence there twice.
Doing a good job, mostly by following the rules of staying on his feet.
Well, now he's dug in that right hand underhook. And you know, for someone who has a very strong striking base, learning how to defend the takedown, you're going to have a successful MMA career, is incredibly important. Seems to be doing pretty good. Short little elbows there from Liu. Oh, nice.
Apar works with a shot to the body. Mengyang fires a knee to the midsection. Backing up Apar.
It was a knee and a kick. Oh, a nice right cross and lead left hook.
Beautiful overhand there, a wild punch from Apar. He level changes, he's looking for the single leg.
Oh, but Liu's got a ninja choke in.
Oh, the tap! The tap!
That's it!
Liu Mengyang
catches him with that ninja choke. Was the ninja choke power guillotine? I couldn't see clearly.
I believe it's from that angle, got to be a power guillotine. Forces the tap from Apar. Amazing. Amazing work from Liu Mengyang in this lightweight bout.
I think Apar wanted that takedown, overextended himself, and Liu Mengyang pounced on the opportunity and finished his opponent. Nicely done. Awesome job by this very young fighter, only 21 years old. Let's have a look here at the highlights. There he is. He starts cinching it up. Awesome work here.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手刘梦阳，第一回合3分0秒使用断头台降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by guillotine choke。接下来掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，西安玉博园酒业董事长台雅蓉女士。有请颁奖嘉宾同红蓝双方选手共同合影留念。好，感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手，谢谢。接下来马上开启今天晚上第2场轻量级的复赛交锋。
It's time now for the 4th fight of the evening. Another lightweight scrap as Yang Zhaoshu makes his way to the cage now from the blue corner. He's a local boy from Yongqiang City right here in Shanxi province. Of course, he's living and training in Xi'an at Tiger King Fight Club now. 23 years of age, the always exciting Yang Zhaoshu walking out to the cage now, coming off a KO finish over veteran Yang Fei earlier this year. Yang also finished Yongchang, who fights in the co-main event later tonight. We also can't forget Yang's shocking first-round TKO win over the well-decorated Tianxi here at JCK last year. He suffered a loss to his opponent's teammate, Hongji, but he's fighting equally exciting Yang Guoshu tonight. This has the potential to be an action-packed brawl between two guys that don't back down. I really see these two fighters like violence magnets. They're just gonna suck to the center of the cage until someone goes to sleep. Yang Zhaoshu steps into the cage now for this lightweight scrap.
And there we see his opponent, Yang Guoqi, the twin-headed dragon. Yang Guoqi has had a very rough start to his MMA career, but in his case, I think you really need to delve into who he fought and how it played out. He won his pro debut against Liu Huanan with a rear naked choke in round 1. Then he had a war with Wang Qi and lost a decision. But Wang Qi was 18-9 at the time. That is a super tough matchup for your second profession fight. And very impressive that he managed to go the distance. Then he suffered the worst KO I have ever seen live with that back kick to the face from upper. He was out for a while, and then when he returned, he decided to move down to lightweight from welterweight, and his first fight was against the veteran Li Fuyao. He looked a little bit hesitant in that fight and a little bit weak. I believe he had a hard weight cut in the first lightweight fight, but now he has looked much better in the last 2 days. We saw him at Williams looking fresh. I spoke to him earlier and he said it was so much easier this time around. This is my new weight, and I believe you cannot sleep on Yang Guoqi. Very well trained. He's even won an amateur MMA tournament in Asia. The guy is really, really good.
A look now at the tail of the tape, and let's look how these two warriors stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级的复赛交锋，蓝方选手身高184公分，臂展180厘米，体重71.40公斤，年龄23岁，来自于西安泰格王格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战5胜4负 ，JCK 战决城战绩9战5胜4负。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手杨昭旭。 本场比赛，红方选手身高177公分，臂展181厘米，体重71.50公斤，年龄23岁，来自于成杰格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战5胜4负 ，JCK 战决城战绩4战1胜3负。他就是双头蛇杨国旭。 本场比赛场上裁判张永新。
快走！手不要打头啊！那层把他的弄到身，OK， 看，来。Judge, time, ready, fight!
Yang Zhaoxi in the blue and Yang Guoxi in the red. We'll call them Zhaoxi and Guoxi. Zhaoxi with a kick to start things off.
Zhaoxi with a nice calf kick. Yang Guoxi looking for the takedown. This is a bad spot for Yang Zhaoxi.
Guoxi, I'm telling you, he's very well-rounded. He's good on the cage wall. We saw him against when he fought Li Fuyao, but look at Zhaoxi.
It's the power, Woody. It's the power of Yang Zhaoxi that concerns me. He's definitely less technical, but man, he's got power.
How long will that power last? He really has dynamite in his hands, but almost none of his fights have gone very long. He's just so explosive. And we know Yang Guoxi is so tough, and he got the fight to the ground.
Both great guys, both great fighters. I know Yang Guoxi a little bit better, so I'm kind of hoping that he wins. But I gotta say, it's so hard to bet against Yang Zhaoxi.
Cannot bet against Yang Zhaoxi. We did that a few times, and every time we came up short.
Yang Guoxi here with a very intelligent strategy. He's doing the right thing. Got the fight to the ground. This is where Yang Zhaoxi is weakest, for sure.
Guoxi is definitely, I think he's got the right tactic here. We see his coach in his corner. Normally, his coach, Wu Xinjie, doesn't come for fights that are not main events, but he came out. I'm very happy for Guoxi that his coach is here, because there's nothing like the confidence and the in-the-moment cornering from an experienced coach.
Guoxi looking to
he's
advance on the
give
ground.
The back.
He's got the back now. This a bad spot for Zhaoxi.
He's got the back and 3 minutes left. Zhaoxi hiding his head, but Guoxi hitting him on the ear. Fishes that hand through.
Looking for the choke here. This is a bad spot for Zhaoxi. Is he going to be able to survive this? There's still more than 2.5 minutes remaining in this first round.
And Guoxi has some tough training partners. He's got guys like Siji Lahu, Tang He, Du Lile, all of those guys in his camp. Those are some strong wrestlers and good jiu-jitsu training partners. Hu Bilan also recently moved to that camp. Nice hammer fist from the side. I don't think Zhaoxi will easily be knocked out. Zhaoxi is super tough, but he's got to avoid the submission here.
Zhaoxi doing a good job of defending the attacks here, as his back has been taken already for a few minutes. Look at him trying to sneak out from that back control. What he needs to do is slide across one of those legs and pin his back to the ground. He might give up the mount, maybe give up. If he's lucky, he can get half guard. But so far, he's been able to shrug Yang Guoxi off his back here in this first round.
Yang Guoxi riding his back. We see, look at the mouthpiece of Zhaoxi. is open mouth. Mouthpiece almost falling out. How long before he can pull out a hand and start attacking that neck again? Oh, beautiful reversal here from Yang Zhaoxu. Now this is where you don't want to be. This guy's hands are surprisingly powerful. Yongqiang goes for an armbar. Zhaoxu shrugs it off and drops some bombs. Nice punches. Kicks him up. Nice body punch. Heavy ground and pound. This is what we're talking about. The power of Zhaoxu is just... you look at him and you can't imagine how much power he carries in his hands, but you just hear the blows and you just see the energy go out of his opponents. This is what we talked about as well in the opening. Yang Zhaoxu doesn't care where the fight goes. He just follows everywhere. Now he's in full mount.
What a change of ties here. We'd never believe that Yang Zhaoxu would follow Guo Xu to the ground. He's toughest on the feet, but he's doing a fantastic job. Look at this. Dropping some ground and pound here from the mount. Guo Xu doing what he can to hide all his targets. There's some hard hammer fists from Zhaoxu. Boom! That's how the round ends. Guo Xu looks exhausted. Did he spend his energy, reserves, trying to control and finish the fight on the ground earlier in that round?
And you could give that round too.
Well, I think that Zhao Xu is the better fighter. I think I have a bit of a bias here, even though I like Guo Xu personally. I just think that Zhao Xu's, he's got to win this fight. He's just so powerful.
Very tough, very aggressive, hard to finish. Let's see, we got another round. We got another 2 rounds scheduled, but I'm very curious to see who would win this fight in the judges' scorebook.
Another thing that I want to mention, fans, although we haven't really followed up with Yang Zhaoxu for the few years, when he made his JCK debut, he was a military cadet. He is literally ready for war at any time. On the attack, Zhaoxu working the body to head, hitting Guo Xu with some hard punches.
Guo Xu's throwing back. Moving backwards a little bit.
Beautiful shot, little resistance from Zhao Xu, grabs the fence momentarily. He's on his feet, but it's only a matter of time, I believe, till Guo Xu gets this fight to the ground.
He's got his hands locked on the hips there.
Great work from Zhao Xu to defend, but Guo Xu gets the takedown.
Can he move to the back?
Calls for the knee from Guo Xu's corner. Zhao Xu doing a fantastic job of getting back to his feet. He's still pressed against the cage wall. Deep in enemy territory there in Guo Xu's corner.
Drags him down, holding him tight.
You saw after the first round, although Guo Xu had a lot of control in that opening round, he looked exhausted at the end of the round, suggesting to me that he's spending a tremendous amount of energy in situations like we see right now, just controlling the position. A testament, perhaps, to Yang Zhaoxu's power.
Yeah, and look how difficult. He's so scrappy. He just keeps getting up, keeps moving, and Yang Zhaoxu keeps very calm. That's the second warning, verbal warning the referee's given to Yang Zhaoxu about holding the fence.
Yang Zhaoxu looking to hit the switch here from the bottom and get out of this compromising situation. He's doing a fantastic job. Will he be able to break this grip here from Guo Xu?
Guo Xu grinding back, has that body lock, looks for the trip. Can he drag him down?
I think right now a good idea for Guo Xu would just be to loosen his grip a little, slide down to the knees, and then reapply the pressure, buckling the knees perhaps of Zhao Xu and being better able to take this fight to the ground.
Zhao Xu breathing heavy now, but he does look a little bit fresher. He's the one who's attacking the back of Yang Guo Xu.
We passed the halfway mark in this second round. Both fighters clinching against the cage wall. You got to ask yourself, although Zhao Xu did better on the ground there, is it really the safest place to fight? I think he was doing better on the feet, although there's a slight reach disadvantage. I think he's a better striker, and he's definitely a better striker than he is a grappler. Referee breaks up the action. They disengage, and the fight resumes. Hard
nice
1-2 there, and a left kick from Zhao Xu on the attack, throwing punches. Look, he's not even got his hands up. He just recklessly driving forward.
He's so good in trading. He just zones in and doesn't defend, but just throws bombs. Look at those.
Wham, connecting several times to the face of Guo Xu. Working the body again with the head.
Body, head.
A lesser man would be asleep.
Another huge right hand.
Guo Xu, you know he wants to shoot the takedown, but we just worry. I don't think he's got the energy to do it.
Another big
body shot.
Another big body shot.
Zhao Xu is tired too, but he's hunting for the finish. Now an aggressive comeback from Guo Xu. Zhao Xu backs off momentarily, and now he's pushing the pace, walking forward. Eats a jab to the body, answers with a push kick to the stomach.
Both these guys are tired, and they're trying to hurt each other.
Oh, another right hand finds the mark. The counters from Zhao Xu. Less than 30 seconds in this second round. Look at the damage to the face of Guo Xu.
He's so tough. I remember we saw him the day after he got bad knocked over a huge lump on his face, asking me, "Are you okay?" He said, "I couldn't be better."
Oh, it's Zhao Xu with a level change and a beautifully timed takedown. What a surprise.
10 seconds left in this second round.
Whatever you think about the results of the first round, you got to give that second round to Yang Zhao Xu. Woody, do you agree?
I agree with you.
不是你忘了那个前头上步，然后归膝勾绊，上步归膝勾绊，你记得不？啊，记得不？打拳的时候勾这个只脚，听话。我知道你软。
这个啊。Ready, fight!
Here we go, round 3. Yang Zhao Xu against Yang Guo Xu. It's Yang Zhao Xu immediately walking forward. Both of them shoot for the takedown.
Zhao Xu peppering with straight punches there. Another 1-2 combination from Zhao Xu. Guo Xu backing up, runs into the cage wall, eats a stiff jab, tries for the takedown, but shooked off from Zhao Xu.
Zhao Xu just so good.
Oh, look at that. Zhao Xu loses his balance momentarily on his butt, but he's back to his feet now.
I think Guo Xu shouldn't be moving back as much as he is. He's allowing the strong striker to get comfortable. He's got to walk forward, take the fight to Zhao Xu. Zhao Xu is just picking him apart as it is.
Easier said than done. Look at the damage already amassing on the face of Guo Xu. He needs to get this fight to the ground. He's not going to win this on the feet. Both fighters level change at the same time. They disengage. Zhao Xu is charging forward with some hard punches now. Guo Xu with some punches of his own, but definitely Zhao Xu is winning these striking exchanges.
And looking fresh at the same time. It's like Zhao Xu is actually hunting. He's not just fighting. He's hunting. There he goes for his own takedown.
Beautiful
gets it down.
Single leg. Still over 3 minutes remaining in this fight with Yang Zhao Xu on top. This is a bad spot for Yang Guo Xu, who I believe is down on the judges' scorecards. He's got to do something big here in this third round.
And we know Yang Zhao Xu is not the kind of fighter who's going to coast through. He's going to be looking for the finish. How long before he posts up and drops that devastating ground and pound that he's so famed for?
Zhao Xu doing a good job of controlling here. He's got to watch for the submissions, of course. Yang Guo Xu training, grappling daily under black belt instruction there at Chunjie Fight Club in Chengdu. Not to mention with the plethora of grappling heavy training partners he's got to work with on a daily basis.
But this, how good is it for Yang Zhao Xu? I mean, he's training at Tiger Wang, which is Wang Guang's club. There's not many grappling coaches there, and look at his control. Look at his defenseless submission.
The takedowns, come on.
Yeah, like this kid is
100%
so talented.
Accuracy, takedown success, 100% so far in this fight, if I remember correctly.
And he just doesn't respect he just goes, doesn't care about your submission attempts. He shrugs it off and takes the fight to you. Some hammer fists.
Guo Xu needs to make a move. I know I've said that before, but time is of the essence. Just over 90 seconds remaining in this fight, and you've got to believe that if it ends this way, Yang Zhao Xu will add another victory to his record. Guo Xu seems to be losing his will.
Non-stop pressure here from Yang Zhao Xu.
An up kick there from Guo Xu. He's got to be careful. Zhao Xu looking to pass. And when he's not looking to pass, he's definitely not backing up. He's happy where he is. You're not going to get him just to stand up and walk away from this position. Guo Xu needs to do something dramatic, maybe fire up some elbows here from the undercard. There's no elbows. But fire up something from the bottom. An up kick. Try to look for a sweep, push away, get back to your feet, shoot a takedown once you're up.
Can Yang Guo Xu get the submission here? 30 seconds left.
The final 30 seconds recognized and mentioned also by Yang Guo Xu's corner.
He needs to rotate, create some space. 15 seconds.
Hard punch there from really good. The bamboo clapper has sounded. The fight is almost over. We'll go to the judges' scorecards to see which Yang has done enough.
Well, I said Yang is going to win tonight. I'm sure I'm right. So.
Tough fight. You cannot bet against Yang Zhao Xu. Let's look at some of the highlights from the fight. Starting in round one. Perfect strategy there from Yang Guo Xu, getting the fight to the ground. Almost finishing here several times in the first with ground and pound and hunting for that throat. But before the round was over, Yang Zhao Xu was back at it, on top, on his feet, pounding away, scoring blow after blow. There was takedowns as well throughout this fight. There's a beautiful kick to the head area. Another beautiful combo that backs up Guoshu, working the body. Look at these highlights. How can you believe Yang Guoshu is not the victor? There's a takedown later in the fight.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 1 28-29。2号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 2 28-29。3号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定乱发上 ，For the winner by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, Yang Zhang. 接下来，掌声有请颁奖嘉宾千岁国际集团董事长首席助理刘伟先生。感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手。接下来的时间，让我们共同开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。
Now we have a look at the 3 last fights on tonight's main card for JCK Fight Night 94.
Mohammad Reza from Iran is making his JCK debut. He started his martial arts career as a striker, now working as a coach here in China. We saw the 35-year-old looking in phenomenal shape at the weigh-ins yesterday.
Tedanrange, the tall and rangy fighter, might look to use his reach advantage as we see him doing here in his last fight against Wu Ze. Watch out for his body kicks and push kicks up the middle to enforce the distance.
Houston, Texas's Dakota Hope brings his accomplished wrestling. The former title holder is coming now to JCK and making a move for that million renminbi prize tonight. He wants to put on a showcase of his techniques here inside the JCK cage.
Yongqiang, the heavy-handed and super aggressive young fighter, might look to keep the fight standing where he is at his most dangerous. Here we see him sniping from the outside against Xie San.
Dostonbek holds us to the Kyrgyzstan National Kickboxing Championship in his home country, and now he's making his JCK debut right here in the main event. A well-rounded MMA fighter feels he has the advantage in every aspect of tonight's main event. We saw the difference in size at the weigh-ins.
And his opponent Li Hongji, the young prospect, is looking to bounce back and welcomes the challenge. He's very fast on the feet and tough as nails. In his 5 wins, 4 were finishes. He always brings the action, just like we see here in this highlight of his war with Gao Junye. Back and forth, he never stops.
And remember, folks, the tournament finals are coming up too.
南方选手穆罕默德·里萨来自于 Jumbo Fight Club， 曾经获得2023年 HFC 格鲁吉亚锦标赛冠军、摔跤冠军。他对手特丹让俄来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部，拥有非常出色的身体天赋，战力出色。接下来2位选手即将展开较量。
快半年没有比赛了，然后这期间也在弥补我的不足的地方。
محمد رضا ناصری هستم. در وزن 62 کیلو بازی میکنم و کشور ایران اومدم. از حریفم که شناختی ندارم ولی خب بازیشو تقریبا دیدم، آنالیز کردم. بازیکن خوبیه ولی من واسه برد اومدم دیگه. باید این بازی رو ببرم.
我对这个对手有一点了解，我觉得他肯定会摔我。他要是不摔我的话，我就肯定会把他 KO 的。所以他的第一个选择就会摔我，但是他摔不到我的这次。
حریفم بازیکن خوبیه ولی نه، من خیلی ریلکس آماده بازی هم باید ببرم.
我这次给他准备了一个很特别的礼物，他上场他就知道了。
看非常突然啊，来自于特战让俄的后手来再一次。
这个距离确实是非常远。
哎，双方对撞。
یه 6-7 سال جزو کار کردم، کیک باکس هم کار کردم. همه رشته خوب باشه اوکی.
Here we go, fight number 5, the first fight on the main card tonight. This is a bantamweight fight. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Iran's Mohammad Reza. Iran's Mohammad Reza is a brave man arriving this fight week alone here to the JCK International Fight Center with very limited English and basically zero Mandarin ability. I love guys that have the courage to do this. I love people that chase their passion with absolutely no reservation, and Mohammad Reza is a man like this. Reza has fought in many exotic locations throughout his 11-fight career. Iran is well known for technical wrestlers, and Reza brings wrestling titles to this JCK debut. But what many casual fans may not know is that Iran is one of the best countries in the world for Sanda. The lesser-known techniques of Sanda should not surprise Reza tonight. Age is a concern, though. At 35 years of age, he's a full 12 years older than his opponent, Tedanrange, meaning they are both sharing the same Chinese zodiac. Both born in the year of the snake. Characteristically, snakes are strategic and intelligent. Interestingly, Reza told me he agrees Tedanrange has good boxing, but nevertheless, Reza plans to challenge his boxing. We look forward to this fight as Mohammad Reza undergoes the final inspections before he steps into the cage here at JCK.
And there we see his opponent, Tedanrange. Exciting, unpredictable, and tough. He is a well-rounded fighter and has wins over Hu Tao and Si Muke, knocking out Hu Tao in the first round and stopping Si Muke in the second round with strikes. He has fought some of the toughest guys in the division, like Wu Zi, Luo Tianlong, going to a split decision, to a draw with Luo Tianlong and Liu Xiaoyu. Can the Longyun fighter get a win over the Iranian tonight? He has a big reach advantage and maybe some grappling advantages too. However, can he stop the wrestling? I think Tedanrange should use his reach and really avoid the fight to go to the ground, getting away from the very strong wrestler. And we saw in that highlight reel just before the fight how beautiful his body kicks are. He mixes up, and I'm telling you, he's got very, very heavy hands with those long arms of his when it comes to his straight punches.
Tedanrange, you said it best. Beautiful straight punches, but also Incredible timing. Remember when he dropped his opponent and then peppered him with a knee on the way to the knockout with just like a split second away from it being an illegal attack. Great fighter, fantastic techniques. I love this kid. Looking forward to seeing what this Longyun representative brings to the cage tonight.
And he's also really tall. He's 180 centimeters tall in the bantamweight division. That's quite tall for a bantamweight. When we were in the warm-up area, sorry, the exercise room yesterday, he came up and jumped onto a leg lock, always full of fun and games. When it comes time to fight, he's ready to throw down.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the younger fighter, Tedanrange, enjoys the reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 雏量级的正赛争夺，蓝锋选手身高171公分，臂展179厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄35岁，来自于军博 Fight Club。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战6胜5负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Iran, the Iron Tiger, Mohammad Reza。本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展183厘米，体重61.30公斤，年龄23岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩15战8胜6负1平 ，JCK 战决城战绩4战1胜2负1平。他就是来自于中国的红方选手Zhang。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。那么今天晚上比赛呢，非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师。他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述，同时英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Von Anderson 乌迪 Parketer 进行现场的呈现。Welcome。
George, time, ready, fight!
Reza in the blue corner and Tedanrange in the red. Reza immediately goes for a beautiful shoot, but he might be giving the takedown. He's got to be careful here.
Beautiful level change and takedown. He's, you know,
he started really
blue
wild.
choke was there. Look at, he's popping himself back into half guard. Look at this, he's looking to crank something over here. We don't have a really good view from where we're standing, but it looks like Reza's got a submission on his mind.
Yeah, he went for a crank there.
Extremely fast. What an impressive start for Reza so far in this fight.
Inside kick, big over kick, and then straight to the ground.
He's got to watch his head there. I'd like to see him.
It looks like he's, you know, starting to fish for head and arm. He's got to pass the guard first.
Reza looking for a crank here from inside the half guard. Is he going to be able to finish this crank? He gives up the control there, but he's still got the neck. Tedanrange might be in a bad spot here.
He's using a lot of power here. Look at the neck of Tedanrange.
Look at the grimace.
Look at the power of Reza, but Tedanrange manages to, he survives that attack. It looked like his neck was at 90-degree angle.
Tedanrange pops out of that submission attempt, wall walks, and now he's on top in Reza's side, with Reza underneath him in side control.
And you know, like this is kind of, it feels like it's skill against power, because we know that the whole camp from Longyun has good jiu-jitsu, good grappling, and it feels like Reza you know, he's very aggressive, but didn't look too technical, but very, very strong.
You gotta ask yourself, at 35 years of age, can he maintain this pace for 3 rounds? He might be looking to finish the fight quickly. Look at this within the elevator, trying to get out of this bottom position.
Yeah, but he's very strong and in shape, but it feels like Tedanrange is just doing enough, just controlling the position, surviving, biding his time. And how long before skill overcomes power, or will Reza be able to exploit his explosive power?
Woody, did you notice he was here all week with no corner, and I thought,
no, he's got no corner.
He still doesn't have a corner, even on fight night.
He doesn't have a corner.
Can't speak Chinese, barely speaks a few words of English. I love this guy already, man. Just shows up,
just fights
in a faraway country, not knowing the language, no corner, and he's looking for the kill tonight.
Yeah, man, I tried to interview him yesterday during dinner, and then I was like, hey, can you speak English? No English. Can you speak Chinese? No Chinese. He's like, all right, nice interview. He's on top.
Reza back on top now, throwing some hard punches there to the face of Tedanrange. Tedanrange wrapping up a Kimura here. This is a bad spot for Reza. He needs to be careful.
So strong is Reza, powering out of that.
Reza looking to control here from inside the half guard. Looking to pass the guard perhaps, or perhaps a head and arm triangle on that far side. If he can pop his head out, Tedanrange does a good job of popping his arm out of that submission threat.
Tedanrange still has him in his half guard. Now to butterfly guard, he might be able to sweep him.
Reza, momentarily passes the guard. Good work from Tedanrange to recover his guard.
Tedanrange is very long. He's got to be careful.
He's looking for that triangle. Reza evades the triangle, but eats a few up kicks.
What a nice first round so far by both these fighters, Tedanrange and Mohammad Reza. We didn't know too much about Mohammad Reza. Oh, he's got to be careful here.
Tedanrange stitching up a triangle. It's getting tighter and tighter. Reza needs to do something to get out of this triangle, or he's going to tap.
He's hammering first thing. He might fight it. 30 seconds left. Will he be able to survive here? Now we see Tedanrange trying to put on the squeeze.
Reza needs to watch out. If he loses his balance and ends up on the bottom, there'll be no way to escape this.
Tedanrange just put on the squeeze, slowly squeezing. But you see the elbow there of Reza, creating space.
Reza trying to score here with the final 10 seconds with punches. He might tap. He needs to be careful. There's no corner to tell him the clock is running down.
Only 1 second left.
Low, Reza is exhausted.
Look at
that joke.
The color
must
of
have
his
been
head.
Close.
His head and his pants match in color. He barely survived that. And no coach for him. We have the resident water boys. They basically the guys that carry the buckets, and they just give him water and some ice on the back. He's getting no words of advice. All up to him.
Man, you gotta cheer for Reza. Come on.
Yes. Well, I know Tedanrange, but man, what a warrior. Old school. Just get in there and fight. Look at this.
Here's how. Well, those were the replays.
Reza took the fight to Tedanrange. It's a close first round too, but I think you got to give it to Reza.
Got to.
Even though he almost got caught in that triangle.
The problem with triangles, though, it's like you can't completely be sure it was a near finish or not, right? It looked tight. His head went red. It could have been, but you never know.
His head went blue, Vaughn, not red. But it's okay. It's an Iranian color. I'm joking. I'm just trying to say it was nothing to do with him.
A touch of glove. Reza bouncing, light on his feet, seems to be fresh, recovered fine from that first round.
How long before he shoots again? Oh, goes for a spinning back kick. Tedanrange zoned in, head hunting.
And also, too, I got to give a shout out to Tedanrange taking a fight with a guy like Reza, who you just don't know anything about him, right? Like,
it feels like.
Did you see any video on him? Nothing.
No, but man, look at Reza. Just shoots again and again. Now we see Tedanrange having some success with the defense, with the sprawls. But how long? Well, how long can both of these? How long can Tedanrange defend the oh, beautiful kick to the body from Tedanrange. Reza stays down, but
Reza looking for the takedown, and he gets it. Will he be able to control? Tedanrange popping back to his knee there. Working the body with those hammer fists. He slides out of that single leg. Looks like Reza looks
very tired.
This is what I was worried about, the age. Just the intensity he put into that first round.
If Tedanrange is smart, he should work the body here.
Reza, what is on his mind? Look at this. He looks like he's in a bad spot. Intending to be hurt, perhaps, to suck Tedanrange in a little bit closer so he can score a takedown.
Sitting down.
This is going to look badly on the judges' scorecards. Reza is damaged and exhausted. Oh, beautiful cross from Tedanrange, looking for the finish. There's working the body. That's it. Tedanrange survives the onslaught in the first round, comes back in the second round, and finishes an extremely aggressive Mohammad Reza.
Man, I love Tedanrange, but I feel sorry for Reza. He came out here alone. What a warrior. How many tough guys coming out of Iran, and he's literally all by himself. Like you said, in a country where he doesn't speak the language, he survived. He almost got him with that crank right in the beginning. He might be suffering a broken rib. He doesn't look like a happy camper there. Let's hope that it's just exhaustion and nothing serious.
Here's a look at the finish. Boom.
A big right
hard
hand.
Shot to the head, drops Reza, and here's the body shot coming up soon. Wham! Right to the liver. And that was, excuse me, not the liver, to the other side of the body, but still, nonetheless, a heavy blow to the body, and Reza just couldn't handle it.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子MMA综合格斗规则初量级正赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手特丹让俄第二回合1分57秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by technical knockout.
面对这次非常强大的对手，你怎么评价这次的对手？
这次的对手战力没那么好，但是他的摔跤、他的柔术还有他的力量确实很大、很厉害，超出我的意料。
那么接下来你的比赛，我想问你的是，你对接下来有什么计划吗？或者说你最想打谁？
我接下来没什么。 没有排名的想打我也可以，或者我往高处打也可以，我都无所谓，谁来我就打谁。
好的，恭喜你，特丹让俄！观众朋友们，掌声送给特丹让俄。
对你，咱们叔叔你，我来点丢些币，喊你分，操满了抓起对了，但没菜了。然后还要感谢我的老师姜老师，还有龙云格斗，还有我的兄弟们，感谢你们。 帮我备战，谢谢你们。
好的，恭喜你。
接下来马上开启我们今天晚上4人新锐赛的最终决战。红方选手托列巴和提江来自于中山脱武格斗俱乐部， 目前 JCK 战决成3战全胜。他对手叶德里、穆黑亚提来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部，首战终结对手强势获胜。接下来2位选手将会争夺 JCK 战决成的官方签约合同。
Here we go. Now it's time for the flyweight tournament final. Yedeli Muheiyati makes his way to the blue corner from the stage. He is now 1-0 here in JCK after that beautiful liver kick finish earlier in the opening round of this one-night tournament. Beautiful work from Yedeli. Beautiful striking, but his grappling was not really tested in that opening round here in the finals. And Tolle might be the kryptonite. If you're pinned to the ground, your striking is not much good. Let's see if Yedeli can maintain distance, fire off those straights, and smoke the liver with that left kick like he did in the opening round. He looked fantastic in that first fight, and he's fresh.
Well, first he's fresh and he's fast. So fast. He threw up that head kick that caught his opponent flush on the face. He's just so random and sporadic. Like his attacks, you never know what you're gonna get. Manages to keep the distance. We don't know about his wrestling defense or how he fights with his back. We did see him drill with Lianhang yesterday, and he looked pretty fluid on the ground. Let's see, he's fighting a much more experienced guy here in the 4-man one-night tournament finals. And there is his opponent, Tolle Bahatijan. Tolle is from Xinjiang, but he trains all the way in the south of China in Dongshan at Tuowu Fight Club. We just saw him win in the first fight of the night, and he has been here at JCK before. He's had success here before. Last fight, obviously not the one tonight, the previous one, he won in the 3rd round via a body shot. Tonight's fight, he went 3 rounds against Zhang Lianhang, and we believe it was 2 rounds. Well, in our books, it was 2 rounds to 1. The judges agree with us. He won that fight 28-29, got the decision. But how much energy did he spend to get to the finals, fighting a very fresh Yedeli? But he does have the experience, and I'm telling you, experience goes a long way. Let's see how much of his experience can come into play, or will the reach and the freshness of Yedeli be too much for him?
I'm looking forward to this battle. Both fighters look great in that opening round, but this is the fight that counts. A look now at the tail of the tape, and Yedeli enjoys an even greater reach advantage than he had in the opening round.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银2级4人新锐赛的最终决战。蓝方选手身高179公分，臂展178厘米，体重57.50公斤，来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2负1胜。 JCK 战决成战绩1战1胜，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手叶德里穆黑亚提。本场比赛红方选手身高164公分，臂展160厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄20岁，来自于中山拓武格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩10战8胜2负。 JCK 战决成战绩3战全胜，他就是托雷巴提加。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Yedeli in the blue and Tolle in the red. Yedeli comes out southpaw, switches to orthodox. Look at these guys, they've already switched back and forth twice. That's crazy. Copying each other, not allowing the opponent to have the opposite stance. Now they both in southpaw.
Yedeli with a 178 centimeter reach for a flyweight. That's ridiculous.
Nice.
Stiff left hand there. Tolle backs himself against the cage wall. Beautiful snatch for the single leg, but Yedeli evades it. He likes to strike, but he's got solid wrestling too.
Well, oh, another beautiful liver kick. He had success in the first round. Sneaks that kick in again. Nice oblique kick from Yedeli. Tolle needs to engage a little bit more. He cannot stand in front of Yedeli like this.
Yedeli popping the jab there. Tolle backing up, looking for the right opportunities, getting close to the cage wall there, diving for a single leg. Is he going to be able to complete this takedown?
He's going up, pushed up against the cage. Tolle is the much shorter, stockier fighter. He might be able to just get in. Oh, there he goes.
Beautiful work from Tolle to get this fight to the ground. That's where he needs to play this fight if he wants to win. There's no way he's going to outstrike someone with such an incredible reach advantage, great speed and skill on the feet, as Yedeli has.
Well, Yedeli went for a triangle there. Tolle defended, but during his defense, he just gave a bit too much space, and Yedeli popped back up. Goes for a head kick. Nice defense.
Look at this, Yedeli perhaps threatening with a choke here.
He's got the body. He's got the body triangle.
Very
low. Now he should start. This is the right way to set up that guillotine. Once you have the arm up, is to sit back up and create a bit of space. But Tolle really does have a hard body type to submit with a guillotine. Short neck, very strong and stocky.
Tolle did well in the opening round from that technique. Yedeli pushes him away now, creates some distance. Now Tolle is fighting to get back to top control. Look at this, wrapping up. A grip there, both fighters disengage, and the clock is running down. There's a body kick from Yedeli. Both fighters swapping blows here. There's a hard kick with the left leg from Yedeli, and that's how round one will end.
What an explosive first round. And both these guys look pretty fresh when they walk back to their chairs. Nice escape there from that single leg. Snuck in that liver kick there with Yedeli. This was the takedown, the first takedown, just running the pipe.
Ready, fight!
Round two begins. Yedeli in the southpaw stance, pushing forward. Tolle comes over the top with a beautiful left overhand. Tolle light on his feet, trying to make sure he's not a static target for the sniper, Yedeli.
Actually, it feels like Tolle is fighting even better than he did in the first round. Oh,
beautiful hard left kick. You heard the sound all throughout the studio. Tolle looking for a calf kick. He's backed himself against the cage wall. Last time he's in this position, he dropped for a single leg.
Yedeli going.
There he is, going for that single leg again. Yedeli making it difficult for him to complete this. Tolle eating
Lots
some
of
punches. Beautiful switch to a double leg there. He gets the fight to the ground. Now he's on top. This is where Tolle is strongest.
Yeah, he has good ground and pound, powerful ground and pound.
Yedeli looking calm, managing well the arms of Tolle, making sure it's difficult for him to score with blows here from inside this open guard.
Will he be able to attack with a submission again and then make space to get up? Or will Tolle be able to keep him back? Yedeli very fast to get up. Up again.
Yedeli back to his feet. Both fighters now opting for the southpaw stance. Yedeli with, Tolle with a beautiful shot there. Is he going to be able to complete this takedown? He does, but Yedeli pops out of it. Now he's looking for the back.
Looks like he might have a reverse triangle. No. Tolle pops back out. There's a bit of the back. Yedeli fighting to break the grips there.
An interesting round so far. Who do you think's up on the scorecards in this round?
So difficult because Tolle, I think positionally he's had the advantage, but it is Yedeli that's landed more punches, in my opinion.
Hard to say.
Kicks and punches.
You know, I don't want to be held accountable, but I kind of think that Tolle has done a little bit more in this round. So if it ends this way, it's going to be one round apiece, perhaps, on my scorecard.
Nice.
Tolle looking to score even more here with some heavy forearms to the face from inside this half guard.
This is where he's so good.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. What a fantastic finish to that second round. You got to think it's a round apiece going into this make or break final round.
Hey, 不要再想着倒下了啊！你看他现在站立。You know,
also 2 rounds to 1. So he's got the experience.
Yeah, he's
winning.
Telling you, don't
close fights.
I said it when he walked out first. Don't judge a book by its cover. He looks like he doesn't do the extra exercise and those extra burpees and fitness at the gym, but he's tough as nails and fast and explosive. Maybe he's just genetically prone to be a better winter body than most of us. Some sportsmanship between these two. They obviously were born and raised in the same region, but not stopping them from really throwing down. Nice shot again from Tolle.
Tolle grinding against the cage wall, looking to complete this single leg. The grind continues. Tolle fighting hard to get this fight to the ground. Yedeli doing a fantastic job of maintaining his balance.
They're doing really good here to keep the pressure in the wrong way. Very active from both these guys. Yedeli defending, and so Tolle is also just relentless in his wrestling, not stopping.
Fantastic work from Yedeli to stay on his feet. They disengage now. Yedeli pushes forward with some strikes.
Now we see Tolle having some deep breaths. Will Tolle look to work the body? There he goes with a kick. Another kick.
Beautiful single leg, low single there. Trying to work the transition to get this fight to the ground.
He's got the body.
Working the knees to the hamstring area. Trying to come over the top with a big blow.
Nice
Yedeli
stiff.
shrugs it off.
Nice stiff jab and a heavy cross. Faking those kicks is Yedeli.
Oh, a beautiful
nice
knee
to the body.
Hard, stiff cross with the left hand from the southpaw stance from Tolle.
Another nice 1-1-2.
Both
throwing
fighters
back with a big overhand.
All of a sudden, Yedeli doesn't seem to have a reach advantage anymore.
Big kick to the midsection.
Tolle doing much better on the feet now in this third round that he's done in earlier rounds. I think Tolle's up on the scorecard. Yedeli looked great in the first round. He's got to do something big if he wants to win this tournament.
I don't know. I think he did better. I think he avoided damage. He's the one that did. Tolle was active. Oh, there's a nice punch from Tolle.
Less than 30 seconds in this fight. Hard to say who's the winner, who's the loser so far.
We might have different opinions, but the judges are the final ones to decide, and only 15 seconds left. This fight might go the distance.
Both fighters fighting to the bitter end here. Final few seconds of this tournament final. We'll go to the judges' scorecards to see who's done more. Woody, you think Yedeli will earn the judges' nod? I think Tolle stole this fight.
Well, it was a good fight regardless. Let's see what the judges say. Both these guys think they did enough. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Beautiful low single legs from Tolle. That was in the first round, that beautiful liver kick. This was started the very first takedown. Look how he turned the angle. Heavy ground and pound from Tolle.
Beautiful overhand there from Tolle. There's a hard left kick. Another one from Yedeli.
And this Yedeli defended this takedown. Oh no, it wasn't this one. Reversed, but then got reversed himself again. Such back and forth wrestling between these two fighters.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男裁判为综合格斗规则银量级4人新锐赛最终决战的裁定结果如下：1号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 1 27-30；2号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 2 28-29；3号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 3 28-29。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, Yedeli Muheiyati。
好的，野德利，我来采访一下你。久违了，在职业比赛中获得胜利。我知道你以前在竞技比赛中获得过很多场的胜利，但是这一次，有些不一样。我们第一次在职业比赛中获得胜利，并且拿到了 JCK 的合同。你有什么想说的吗？
我现在特别激动，
因为大家都知道我的职业战绩是2战2负，现在我把这个2负去掉了，现在是2胜2负，我挺开心的。然后我在这儿特别感谢我的团队，然后我蔡哥、伟丽姐、翔哥阿姨教练、万蔡教练、本尼教练一直帮助着我，然后我2位哥哥，我的哥哥是在我无路可走的情况下把我领到这条路里面，我特别感谢我的哥哥。
好，那么托列同样是哈萨克族非常优秀的选手，非常优秀的摔跤手，并且刚才能够摔倒你，你有什么想对他说的吗？
兄弟，不好意思，我把你的连胜打破了。
好的，女士们、先生们，我们把掌声送给耶德利穆黑亚提。
感谢叶德利，谢谢。接下来将进行的一场羽量级的对决。南方选手达科塔来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部，拥有8战7胜的职业战绩。他的对手刘永强来自于唐山文旅消极格斗 JCK 战决城4人新锐赛的冠军，战力出色，曾使用圈臂断头降服钟镇杰。2位选手即将上演一场精彩的对决。刘永强，
最近备战挺顺利的，我的团队也为我量身打造，去了姜老师那里备战。
刘永强今天的打击真的像老师魏瑞啊，腰刀一般的精准。
My name is Dakota Hope. I train at Sunken International Fight Club in Pattaya City, Thailand. I train with the JCK champion Hongji Zhang, and I learn a lot from him. He pushes me every day in training.
我对手也查不到资料，反正来了我就有把握拿下他。
真的像刀捅一般的腿法呢，他真的是有非常大的破坏力，而且是累积型的伤害。
I see that he goes for good wrestling shots as well, and he will go for the finish when it's available, but we have prepared.
这次准备的非常充分，从站立到地面，我都为他制定了一套技术。
还是很有可能有的，
有机会，
很有可能有的，拿直，很有可能有的。
It will be a hard fight, but it will be a fight that will get easier as it goes on because it's certain things we have worked that we see he does.
上2场比赛是我这一场的比赛的动力，我一定会赢下这场比赛。
Victory is assured for Dakota Hope and the Sunken International Fight Club.
Now it's time for the co-main event of the evening. This is a featherweight scrap, making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, a very determined Dakota Hope from the United States of America. Though this is Dakota Hope's JCK debut, he's no stranger to MMA, holding and defending championship belts in his native USA. He brings a solid wrestling base to the cage tonight, having started first with Greco and freestyle as a child, then transitioning into folk style in high school before earning a scholarship in that discipline to an American university. He got into some trouble at school and ended up back in his hometown of Houston, Texas, where he gave MMA a try, finding his calling in life. From there, MMA brought him to Thailand, then to China, then back to Thailand. He's now living and training in Pattaya at Sun Kin Fight Club, where many great featherweights train, including former champ Hongji, who's in his corner tonight. It's fair to say that there are high hopes for Hope as he makes his JCK debut.
That's an awesome little pun there. It's high hopes for Hope, and I'm telling you, this guy is very confident, speaks well, very respectful. And we spoke to Wang Jingzhen, who we see there. I mean, he's the champion of this division, and Wang Jingzhen said he believes this is a given win. He thinks Dakota Hope has us in the bag. But let's see. You can never count your chickens before they've hatched.
7-1 record for Dakota Hope going into this JCK debut. And remember, that includes title fights and title defenses in the United States of America. There is a lot of hype riding on Dakota Hope as he steps into the cage for this, his JCK debut.
Doing a bit of the Thai walk. They do this before they fight.
The pre-fight ritual.
There we see his opponent, Liu Yongqiang, walking out of the red corner. Liu Yongqiang is a finisher, very aggressive, and chases the finish in most of his fights. Very exciting to watch. He lost his last 2 bouts, but before that, he was on a 6-fight winning streak, with 5 of those 6 being finishes. He starts most of his finishes with very aggressive striking and is willing to follow his opponents to the ground to look for the submission too. He is facing a very decorated wrestler, so it's a big test. But don't blink, because he has the ability to make fireworks happen. He has surprising power in his hands, like we saw earlier today with Yang Zhaoxi. Liu Yongqiang has a tall frame for the division, but he is very powerful. At 182 centimeters, he has a 12 centimeter reach advantage, which I think, height advantage, which I think he will utilize to try to keep the fight on the feet and dish out some power striking. He also said that his last 2 losses have motivated him like nothing else has, and he's really looking to get back in the winning column. Let's see if he can welcome the American here and represent some national pride.
Here's a look at the tail of the tape, fans. You can see for yourself how these 2 warriors stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级的正赛争夺，栏目选手身高170公分，臂展173厘米，体重66公斤，年龄27岁，来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩8战7胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Houston, United States of America. I give you Dakota, the middle night Hope. 本场比赛，红方选手身高182公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.30公斤，年龄23岁，来自于唐山文旅骁骑格斗 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩22战17胜5负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩5战2胜3负，他就是来自于中国的红方选手刘永嘉。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Watch the backhand. Watch your finger, watch your lob block. Okay, touch. Back, lock. George, time. Ready, fight!
Hope in the blue and Liu, and immediately Hope catches a kick and takes him down. Hope on top.
Hope told us he's got a ground and pound game in store. He didn't wait even a few seconds to prove he means what he says.
Heavy hips here from Hope. He did tell us, like you said, very active when he's on top.
Yongchang pounding from the bottom with elbows.
Short little elbows here from Hope. Nice elbow there from Hope. Liu also punching back off his back.
Yongchang, a two-sport athlete, competes as well in professional kickboxing. There's an elbow from the top there to the guts from Dakota Hope.
Yeah, Dakota not even trying to pass the guard as of yet. He's happy to stay here in the guard. Ground and pounding. You did mention he had heavy elbows there. Another heavy elbow, another heavy elbow. How many of those before the ref will step in? Heavy elbows here.
Leo looks
hurt. Dakota Hope dropping the power here on the face of Liu Yongqiang. How long before he gets cut? Another big elbow, followed by another one.
Just over a minute and a half into this round, and the fight is over.
It's over. It took him 1 minute and 37 seconds to ground and pound the very tough and durable Liu Yongqiang out of there. And Dakota Midnight Hope makes a big statement here at JCK.
Fantastic work from the American Dakota Hope.
Immediately goes to the opponent, gets on his knees. Such a gentleman, not overly celebrating, respecting his opponent, checking if he's okay. What a good ambassador for the sport.
All in a day's work. Dakota Hope unscathed in that finish victory. Let's look at some of that action.
Huge elbows.
Leo was cut with one of those elbows. Referees jumping in. Not even 2 minutes deep into this co-main event.
本场男子MMA综合格斗规则羽量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于美国的蓝方选手午夜达科塔，第一回合1分37秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by 关南鹏。 接下来的时间，让我们共同开启今天晚上的头条主菜。蓝方选手马克哈马特亚诺夫多斯顿别克来自于吉尔吉斯斯坦，地面技术出众。他的对手李洪基来自于西安四海连城搏击俱乐部，技术全面。面对实力不俗的吉尔吉斯斯坦选手，李洪基将如何面对？下面比赛即刻开战。
Меня зовут Достонбек Makhamatjanov, мы из Кыргызстана.
我是李洪基，战绝城签约运动员，来自四海连城。
Во-первых, я люблю этот спорт. Я хочу стать чемпионом этой лиги.
看过他一些视频，他是一个打摔型的选手，这种选手，很难缠，但是没问题。
Ну, соперник, хороший парень он тоже. Я слышал, он джитсер, кто сильный, он победит.
经过上场比赛，发现了自己很多不足的地方，然后这段时间，经过自己的努力，还有教练团队，然后弥补了很多问题。这次大家会看到一个全新的李洪基。
李洪基是一个打法非常硬朗，而且坚如磐石的一位选手。 比赛当中，李洪基的高扫啊，包括像一连串的衔接和背后裸脚，真的是让大家非常的惊讶。
Ну, готовьтесь, покажем хороший и красивый, зрелищный бои. Пусть выиграет сильнейший.
不管你打站立还是打摔柔，在我这里都没有用。
Fans, an action-packed JCK Fight Night 94 is flying through with some fast finishes here tonight. Now it's time for the main event. The fight we've all been waiting for, making his way to the stage now. From the blue corner, it's Kyrgyzstan's Makhamatjanov Dostonbek. The 27-year-old has 7 recorded matches. Kyrgyzstan's Makhamatjanov Dostonbek has seen it all. Sub wins, KO wins, 3 decision wins, in which 2 were split decisions. Before training MMA, Dostonbek was a national kickboxing champion, and after that, he trained wrestling exclusively for 3 years. A very well-rounded fighter. He's only lost twice in his pro career. Both losses were to chokes. No doubt his opponent tonight, Li Hongji, will be gunning for any opportunity to win, including any chance at Dostonbek's neck that is presented to him. The same way Li Hongji finished Adi last year. However, Dostonbek is an extremely dangerous opponent, and he's extremely confident. He believes he has the advantage everywhere in this fight, and I heard him say it. He has 100% conviction in this statement, and I can't wait to see what he brings to the JCK cage.
Yeah, and you were saying about the way he said it. He wasn't saying it in an arrogant way. He just actually 100% believes in every aspect of their matchup, he is better. And I also spoke to, when we saw them at the weigh-ins, you know, he's got a really big frame for a flyweight. I don't know how much he cuts to get down to flyweight, but he's pretty big for a flyweight because he's not just all skin and bones. He's quite jacked. So I hope that he's not going to be able to totally overpower his opponent, but he does look like a very strong, athletic young fighter.
In our lifetime, Woody, when we were children, MMA became a new thing, and it spread across the world to places like amazing big shows like JCK here in China, fighters in faraway places like Kyrgyzstan, countries that I didn't even know existed when I was a kid. And people are training high-level MMA all over the world now. It's such an exciting part of my lifetime. So happy to live in the times we live in now.
And to be a part of it.
Dostonbek steps into the JC cage for his first shot here at JCK Glory.
Hongji. This young fighter is on my shortlist, and I believe in your shortlist too, to become a star. We have been keeping an eye on him for a while now. He is super athletic, loves fighting. You guys need to watch. You'll see him smiling in the midst of crazy battles. And also he has a star personality. Only 22 years old. He has had some very tough matchups. His striking is incredibly fast, and he's also tricky with his setups, how he implements his striking. However, how will he handle the pressure of a main event? And can he bounce back from his last fight? Because his last fight, of course, was a loss. We have huge expectations for him, but this is a big question. And can he live up to the hype? He looked a little bit smaller than his opponent, but he is pretty solid. He's not a very tall flyweight, but he is incredibly athletic. So will he be able to keep the fight in the positions that he thinks he has the advantage? And I think if he keeps on his feet, his speed and his skill will be his biggest advantage. I like the way he got the haircut. You know, the promo came out. He's been here for a whole week. I saw a photo. He posted a photo 1 week ago, right after the last show, next to the cage side, wearing his new awesome haircut and his new red hair, supporting the red corner. And obviously most Chinese fighters love to come out of the red corner, and there he was, already starting to market this main event.
Yes, Woody, I'm a huge fan of Hongji, regardless of the outcome of this fight. You know, he's got a really tough opponent in front of him tonight, but man, I just love the way he brings the fight to his opponents and how he just throws everything but the kitchen sink. Great balance, very exciting striking style. Let's see how he does tonight against Kyrgyzstan's national kickboxing champion. Looking now at the tail of the tape, 5 years of age separates these two main eventers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! It's 3 rounds, 5 minutes, mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night, Flyweight Division. It's showtime! Introducing first fighter at the blue corner, mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 7 fights, 5 wins, 2 losses. He stands 175 centimeters tall, weighing 127 pounds. Fighting out of Osh, Kyrgyzstan, I give you Makhamatjanov! Now, introducing first opponent, fighter at right corner. He stands 170 centimeters tall, weighing 127 pounds. This man is mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 13 fights, 9 wins, 4 losses. Fighting out of Henan, China. Gets ready for the fight, Jet Lianhang. The referee who charged in this octagon is Mr. Wang Fei.
Fighter. Okay, gentlemen, this is a new fighter. As you fight, you fight. As you stop. You fight. Keep it clear. Touch. Go back. Judge. Time. Ready. Fight.
Dostonbek in the blue and Li Hongji in the red. Dostonbek comes out. He's already looking for the takedown. Look at Li Hongji. Went for a moment there, he was looking for a ninja choke. Defending pretty well. Went for the hip throw. Still going for that throw. Both these guys wrestling.
What a wild scramble. Dostonbek has Li's back pressed against the cage wall here.
Both these guys not giving an inch. I'm very happy to see how they're matching up power for power. It doesn't feel like Dostonbek has a huge power advantage at all. He's definitely looking for the wrestling, not wanting to stand and strike with Li Hongji.
Good control there from Dostonbek as he has Li pressed against the cage wall. Li fighting back as best he can with those short uppercuts. But Dostonbek is firing back with some punches of his own.
Li doing good there. See how his right hand is on the elbow. Nice trip there from Dostonbek.
Dostonbek on top here.
Some big punches thrown by Dostonbek. Li Hongji starting to look for the foot there. He might be looking for a leg lock. Looks like he's going for a straight ankle lock, Vaughn. Needs to extend the hip a bit more.
Dostonbek ignoring that submission, pounding away at the face of Li. Li abandons the submission now. Eats a few hammer fists. Look, he's looking for a knee bar.
No, he's back on that ankle again.
Dostonbek escapes that submission and makes Li pay for it with some brutal shots to the head area.
How much did that take out of Li Hongji? We're only 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this fight. Oh no! He's already got the rear naked choke. Looks like he's trying to cinch it in.
Dostonbek looking for the finish here.
He's squeezing on. Li Hongji isn't tapping. Li Hongji still fighting. You can see him pushing off. He's still turning.
Look at him trying to pry off that torque hand. Dostonbek trying to readjust that choke now.
Oh, now he's got it cinched up. This is not good. We see Li Hongji's face turning red, but he peels the hand off. Can Li Hongji turn into his opponent here? He's trying very hard. Dostonbek cinches up again. This looks bad. Can Li Hongji fight this off? Li Hongji fighting really hard. Tucks that chin in. Okay, he's safe for a little bit. How long before one of these guys can't handle this intensity? They're so fast-paced. Oh my goodness. And Li Hongji comes back on top. He's inside the close guard of Dostonbek.
Li Hongji firing punches now from inside the close guard after surviving those choke attempts. Now he's looking to win this round. Less than 90 seconds remaining in round one here. Li pops up.
Punches.
Gotta watch for those arm bars.
Nice ground and pound from Li Hongji.
What a back and forth war so far in our main event.
He punches. Now he's giving back some ground and pound of his own.
Dostonbek eating some of his own medicine here. Li peppering with heavy punches.
Oh, the ref stopped the fight.
Calls a stop to the fight in the first round. No objection from Dostonbek.
No, the referee did not stop the fight. The referee, I think, might have stopped it because of punches to the back of the head. Hang on for a second, Vaughn. The referee pointed to the judges here and said, no, I didn't stop the fight. I think he stopped the fight to the punches because of the punches to the back of the head.
Injury time now for Dostonbek. What a crazy round, Woody.
Man, back and forth. And if some of those punches were just slightly more angled, I think Li Hongji could have got the stop anyway.
I want to look at the replay. I didn't really see the punches hitting the back of that. They obviously must have.
No, there were one or two. Most of them I thought were quite clean, but once or twice they did catch him in the back of the head. I think Dostonbek is getting, if not, I'm going to say lucky, but it's very rare that someone will be this strict on the rules. Four minutes and 10 minutes of recovery, rest time, injury time left.
Dostonbek taking as much time as he needs now to recover from those shots to the back of the head. He has 5 minutes of injury time throughout this fight to recover from any fouls.
He started really strong, almost getting Li Hongji out of there with that rear naked choke. Li Hongji pretty fired up. He has a, feels like he's got a bit of a welt on top of his left eye.
Let's look at the replay.
Those were on the side touching the ear.
There's one, there's two,
another one.
There's
those
three, there's four, all clean in the back of the head. Finally, a good call from the referee. He gave the warning. Li Hongji ignored it. If Dostonbek is unable to answer the bell, it will be a no contest.
His corner's talking to him. We see Li Hongji also talking to his coaches. If I was in Li Hongji's corner, I'll tell him to calm down, sit down, relax, stretch, keep your focus, don't lose focus.
Well, you shouldn't be talking to him at all. In fact, it is against the rules to talk to your corner when you're in the neutral corner. But the referee's focus is on the injured fighter here.
You okay? If you didn't, I can give
Dostonbek.
Dostonbek looking not as ready as we would want a fighter to look to continue the fight. Not sure if this is, if he's injured or if he's a little bit demotivated. And injuries are so hard to call. You cannot imagine what other people are going through, whether they are milking it, injured seriously. Sometimes it looks like nothing and it's a very severe injury. Sometimes it looks like something incredibly serious, but it's just superficial.
Well, there's good reason for shots to the back of the head being illegal. It's a very dangerous technique.
Absolutely. And you know, this, at the end of the day, it's a professional sport. Li Hongji should know better than to punch the back of the head. One minute left there for Dostonbek.
1 minute, have a minute， 还有1分钟上调，如果不行的话，我就终结比赛了。No， 他就输掉了 ，OK。
Let's look again at the replay. Li Hongji just excited, hoping to get the finish. Those punches are hard. 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, the ref has seen enough. Good stoppage. Good call from referee Wang Fei.
Yeah, he doesn't look like someone who's ready to keep fighting for 11 minutes, for 11 more minutes. Two more rounds and 1 minute in this round.
And you have to remember that there's no, if he uses all the injury time and keeps going and gets injured again, eats a low blow or an eye poke or whatever, he's got no more injury time now.
Finish!
Oh, so no contest.
No contest. I'm not sure. Look at the fans. The fans are not really sure what happened. They think that Li Hongji has won the fight.
Even the corner of Li Hongji, I think they might be unaware. Li Hongji celebrated as if he has a win. A little bit confusing right now here at the arena, but I believe that's a no contest.
Well, I don't know what rule set he's referencing, but I have never heard of anyone winning by foul in the first round.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则银量级比赛的最终结果为：由于来自于中国的红方选手战斗机理洪基，比赛中无意犯规，同时本场比赛进行时长未过一半，所以本场比赛无结果。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 绝城GN94的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手、格斗迷以及12道、华肯乳业集团、梅花、菲特士对本次比赛的大力支持。同时感谢所有选手今天晚上精彩的表现。那么接下来让我们共同通过大屏幕了解一下今天晚上所有出战选手他们的获胜信息。复赛方面，轻量级的交锋，刘梦阳使用断头台降服对手。那么轻量级的另外一场复赛，杨昭旭通过一致性判定成功战胜对手。那么正赛方面，雏量级的交锋，特丹让俄 TKO 对手，成功获胜。那么4人新锐赛决赛方面，耶德利、穆黑亚提一致判定成功斩获 JCK 战绝城的签约合同。那么正赛另外一场比赛，羽量级的对决，来自于美国的达科塔使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。那么今天晚上的头条主赛，银量级的交锋，由于来自于中国的红方选手战斗机李洪基，那么在比赛过程当中呢无意犯规，同时比赛时长未过一半，所以本场比赛被判无结果。那么11月23号将会迎来 JCK 绝城职业 N95 的比赛交锋，头条主赛，图里勒与内格马托夫、鲁斯塔姆松打响金腰带挑战权争夺战。同时，银量级省竞赛半决赛也将会展开对决，郑波切对阵尚志法，尼格丹大战蔡雄雄。除此之外，王琦对阵克雷诺夫、鲁斯兰，布侯古布对阵胡兰、巴塔尔艾利，张志豪对阵奥米德。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的诸位今天晚上整晚的陪伴，最后祝大家晚安， 再见。
Vaughn, what a night of fighting. A little bit anticlimactic ending at the end there with that fight going to a no contest. But let's talk about the good fights and start with the American Dakota Hope, and what a performance by Dakota.